Welcome to the leg and glute workout today. Our athletes here today are Ted, Vivian, and Stacy. And before we get started, we're going to do a basic set of jumping jacks to get some blood flowing here. So let's go ahead and get started. Get into your jumping jack position. Ready? And go. Stay on the balls of your feet when you're doing this now and go at your own pace. There's no rush here. Take your time, stay on the balls of your feet, your stomach nice and tight, and I need full range of motion, meaning your hands need to come all the way up to the top and touch each other, as well as your feet. Make sure you come back in and touch your ankles or your shoes together. So nice and easy. If you don't want to go the whole 40 seconds, take a break. That's okay. If you want additional workout, just pause your video, continue on with the warm-up, and then start back in. We got 5 seconds left. Here we go. Ready, and take a break. Good job. Now our first exercise today is the wall squat. So find a space on a wall, come on over. We're going to come about 18 inches off the wall before we get started. This is an isometric contraction, so I want you to hold the whole movement. Here we go. Hands down to your sides. Ready, set, go. So you're going down to a 90-degree angle, and I need you to hold that movement with all the pressure on your heels. Your stomach should be nice and tight, and really focus on concentrating on your thighs here. Zone this out. Excellent. Stomach nice and tight. Keep your breathing rhythmic. Nice and easy. You've got 18 seconds left. Remember, we're going to do 2 sets, so take your time. If you can't make it through the full 40 seconds, go ahead and take a break. Okay, you've got 8 seconds left. Excellent. Big, deep breaths now. We got 3, 2, 1, and take a break. Take a break, shake your legs out a little bit, walk around a little bit. We're going to jump right back into that for our second set. Okay, here we go. Ready, and start. Big, deep breaths. Focus on pushing your belly button in and pushing it into the wall. And really try to get to your 90-degree angle. You don't need to get, it's not mandatory to get 90 degrees, but you'll get more of that workout if you can get to that level. But as you're starting off, you may want to keep your hips a little bit higher than your knees and work your way down to that 90-degree level. The main component here, though, is to focus on your heels. The more emphasis you put on your heels, the more you put on your thighs. If you put that emphasis on the ball of your feet, your pressure is going to go to your knees instead. We've only got 4 seconds left. Great job. 2, 1, take a break. Excellent. So grab some dumbbells. Come on into your spots here. We're going to do a plie squat today for our next exercise. So you're going to start a little wider than shoulder width. You can hang your dumbbells in the middle here, or you can do it without dumbbells. That's completely up to you. So let's get started. Nice wide stance here. Ready, and begin. Weights are hanging in the middle here. I want you to focus on all that pressure on your heels once again. You guys got to be able to see a trend here. All the emphasis needs to be on your heels. And what I want you to do is focus on not letting your knees here come in front of your toe. If you can do that, all your emphasis will be on your heels. That's what we're looking for. And make sure you lean into it. You cannot complete this exercise correctly by staying real straight up with your torso. You have to pivot at the waist to lean into it. We've got 10 seconds left. Stomach nice and tight. 5, 2, 1, take a break. Excellent, good job. Real quick break, you can shake your legs out a little bit. We've got 1 more set of that one. Okay, here we go, set number 2. Ready, and begin. Big deep breaths. Exhale as you start your ascent. So lean into that movement and drop over. So you want to be pushing your rear end back as far as you can when you're doing this exercise and pivot forward at the hips. Your back's got to stay nice and straight. You don't want to round your back at all. Okay, we've got 15 seconds left. Stomach tight, focus on the heels. Excellent. Okay, finish it up. We've got 8 seconds left. Stay with it and stay focused on your heels now. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, keep your weights. If you're comfortable with doing it with just body weight now, we're going to do just a basic squat. So you're going to start shoulder width apart here, and we let your dumbbells hang to the side, or just let your hands hang to the side, and you're just going to go up and down. Here we go. Ready, set, and begin. Now keep the weight on your heels. Stay focused with that same concept. Everything's on the heels here. You can never let your knees go in front of your toes. And another important aspect here is to make sure your knees do not come in and out. Make sure they stay in one position, stay the same width as your feet. Excellent. We got 18 seconds here. Stomach tight. Deep breath on the way down, and I want you to exhale on the way up. 10 seconds. Deep breath, exhale as you start your ascent. 3, 2, 1, take a break. Excellent. Shake your legs out a little bit, relax them a little bit. We got one more set of that. Okay, here we go. Set number 2. Ready, focus, set, and go. Now if this becomes a little bit too difficult for you, take your time. Do as many repetitions as you can. There's no set number of repetitions. Big, deep breaths. And for an advanced version, you can get a little bit more emphasis on your low back and your upper body by putting your hands behind your head, like Stacy's performing here. Excellent. You've got 15 seconds left, guys. Stay with it. Up and down, and do not let those knees go over your toes. Keep it focused on your heels. Here we go. 7. All right, finish it up. 2, 1, take a break. Excellent. Okay, I'd recommend now that you set your weights down, we're going to go into a stationary lunge next. So there's a balance factor here. I want you to make sure that you stay the width of your hips when you step forward into this position here. Okay, here we go. We step into a long position, the width of your hips, and you're just going to go up and down. Ready, set, and go. Now, exact same thing as everything else we're talking about here. All your focus needs to be on your heel here. Keep your knee over the top of your ankle and focus on keeping everything on your heel, up and down. Now, to keep this emphasis on the front heel, you need to be leaning into it, just like Vivian is, even at the top. So at the bottom, you're leaning into it, and at the top, you're leaning into it. So stay focused on that heel. Stomach nice and tight. If you need some help with balance here, you can feel free to put your arms out to your sides when you're doing this movement. We've got 8 seconds here. Focus on the front heel, and the back leg should be bent about 90 degrees, almost touching the floor. Take a little break. Shake your legs out a little bit. Nice and easy. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Switch legs. Put your other leg forward. Let's stay focused on this heel now. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Drop up and down, all the focus on the front heel. And lean into it. Always pivot at the hips, leaning your torso forward. So the ideal goal here, you're going to watch Stacy here, that you want 2 90-degree angles at the bottom. That's what we're shooting for. So your front knee is over the top of the heel at the bottom position, and then your back knee is almost hitting the ground. 2 90-degree angles. And what you should be feeling here is that front thigh and front glute muscle. Okay, we're almost there. Stay with us. 6 seconds. Great job. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Way to go. Okay, quick break. Shake your legs out a little bit. Walk around. We're going to do the next exercise is called adduction. You're going to grab your Swiss ball for this exercise. You're going to be seated on that ball. So everybody grab your ball. We're going to straddle this ball as you sit on it. Now the movement here is to make sure your thighs point straight down to the sides while you're seated on this ball. Here we go. Feet are behind the ball. Ready, set, and go. So all you're doing here is basically pushing your knees together, trying to squeeze that ball as hard as you can. We're activating the inner thigh muscles, the adductors. Excellent. Feet are stayed right behind the ball to help you stabilize. And when you're starting off with this exercise, if you need to lean into a couch or a chair or whatever and hold on to that in the front for stabilization, that's fine. But get to a point where you can do this solely just seated on the ball. Squeeze and release. Exhale when you squeeze, inhale when you release. 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Excellent. Quick break. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. Okay. If you ever need to take an additional break during this workout, feel free. You can pause the workout and do whatever you need to do. You don't need to rush through this. Just take your time and focus on your technique. Ready, set, and go. You're squeezing the knees together. Stomach's got to be nice and tight. Now you may find that as soon as you squeeze those knees together, you arch your low back and lift up. You've got to eliminate that by pulling your abdomen in. So really focus on keeping your stomach nice and tight. You don't want to over-accentuate this movement. So you're feeling here inner thighs, a little bit of your glutes. Every time you lift up, every time you squeeze, you should feel yourself lift a little bit off that ball, and your glutes will activate when you do that. So stay focused here. We got 12 more seconds left. Excellent. Big, deep breaths. Feet are behind the ball for your stability. You've got 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Okay, you can let the balls go now. We're going to go back in. Our next movement is a basic squat, but this time we're going to put your feet together. So we're going to focus on the outer part of the thigh here in this movement. So grab your dumbbells, or if you feel more comfortable doing without dumbbells, that's completely up to you. So here we go. Basic squat, feet together. Ready, set, go. Now same concept here. We're doing the same thing as all these other exercises. Make sure your focus is 100% on your heels when you're doing this. So your rear end has to go straight backwards. Keep them together. Perfect. And while you're doing this, make sure that when you're dropping, your knees aren't bowing out while your feet are still together. They have to be in the same position, fore and aft. Excellent. Leaning into it. Good job, guys. We've got 10 seconds left. Stay with it. Put all that weight on the heel now. Focus what you're doing here. 4 seconds. And take a break. Good job. Shake your legs out a little bit. Walk it off. We've got one more set here. Okay, here we go. Last one for this exercise. Ready, and go. Keep your feet together. Excellent. Stomach's nice and tight, and make sure you don't round your back over. You can lean and pivot at the hips, but you've got to keep your back rigid. You can't let it round and your shoulders round. Excellent. And keep your knees in one spot. They can't be bowing out, in and out as you drop. Stay focused. Now the same thing with all the breathing. The exertion part is on the way up. So that's when I want you to exhale. Every single repetition. Way to go. We've only got 8 seconds left. Good job. All the weight on the heels. And stop. Okay, we're going to take the emphasis off the thighs a little bit now. Give them a little break. We're going to do a standing calf raise. So grab some dumbbells on this one, preferably lighter dumbbells, and we're going to focus on your calves for this exercise. So here we go. Your feet are shoulder width apart on this one. You're just going to go up and down off the ball of your feet. Ready? And begin. So lift as high as you can onto the ball of your feet. Make sure that you don't roll outward on your ankle and on your toes. Focus with as much pressure on the first knuckle of your toe as the last knuckle. Just straight up as high as you can, barely touch the ground, and come right back up. Just focus on your concentration on the abs, or on the calves here. Your stomach has to be tight. Anytime you do anything standing, you've got to contract your abdomen to keep that core muscle structure tight. 4 seconds. Take a break. Excellent. Walk it off a little bit. You can set your weights down, take a little break. We're going to slow down a little bit, give your legs a little bit of a break. Okay. We've got set number 2, standing calf raise. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Just be careful now. It's real natural to let your feet bow straight outward. Just make sure you're going straight forward now with your heels. Focus on straight forward. Stomach's nice and tight. And don't worry about your balance. If you need to take a real quick break on the floor with your heels, that's fine. Just spend as little time on the floor as possible. Excellent. Stay with it. Exhale every time you lift up. Inhale on the drop. You've got 10 seconds left. Keep up the good work. 5, 4, and stop. Okay, our next exercise is called the fire hydrant. You're going to let your weights go. I need you to come down to the floor. We're going to start from all fours. Okay, all 4 position. You've got a 90-degree angle. We're going to start with the left leg, everybody. Left leg's coming straight up to the side. Ready, set, and go. So focus on your torso. I need you to get your left knee the height of your hip over here. This is what we're focusing on. Don't go forward with your knee, go straight to the side. And another important factor here is that when you're coming up, I need you to make sure that your knee is the highest point of this exercise, not your foot. The knee should be the focus. Your foot's just going along for the ride. So we're feeling glutes, a little bit of the outer thigh in this emphasis. 8 seconds here. Stomach's nice and tight. You got to keep that core muscle structure tight for stability. And take a break. Quick break. We're going to go to the other side. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. Got one more shot on the other side. Okay, here we go. Right leg. Ready, set, and go. Now a lot of you are going to find it a little bit difficult that when you lift this knee up, your torso is going to want to lean to the other side. Focus on keeping your abdomen really tight and stable with your shoulders to fight your torso from lifting over. So take your time. This is not a contest to see how high you can get with your knee. It's just to focus on working on that glute. So really focus on the task at hand here. You've got 15 seconds. Don't worry, once again, don't worry about your height. Just worry about the exercise and working on that glute. The right glute. We've got 6 seconds left. Great job. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Excellent. Quick break. You can stay right on the floor here. We're going to do a 2-legged bridge this time from your back on the floor, but we're going to use a Swiss ball. So grab your Swiss ball and come on down to the floor on your back. Here we go. You're going to start with your heels and the sole of your feet on that floor, laying flat on your back. You're just simply going to lift your hips up and down. Knees are bent at a 90-degree angle, and your hands are down to your sides. Here we go. Ready? And begin. So you want mostly the sole of your foot on that ball. So shift back a little. There you go. The key is to push straight up onto your shoulder blades. Excellent. Exhale as you lift. Keep your stomach nice and tight. And another goal is to make sure that ball doesn't move around. Try to keep that ball stable while you're doing this exercise. You've got your hands to your side to help you with that balance factor. We've got 15 seconds left. Up and down, make sure your rear end hits every single repetition. Full range of motion on this exercise. Stomach nice and tight. Get as high as you can. And it's mandatory you keep your stomach tight. Take a little break. This is all hamstrings in this movement. And you've got to really focus on your abdomen here or else you'll over-accentuate that arch and work on your low back. Ready? Set number 2. Soles of your feet on that ball. And go. If this is a little bit too advanced for you, you can let that ball go and just go to the floor. But try to work towards the ball. So your stomach's got to be nice and tight. Now if you want an advanced version of this movement, you can put your hands behind your head and elongate your torso a little bit and put a little more emphasis on your core. But you've got to really be careful with this one because it's a lot harder to balance here. Stomach nice and tight. We've got 15 seconds. Exhale as you lift. Now make sure you touch your rear in every single repetition. Here we go, 7 seconds. Keep up the good work, keep your breathing going. Okay, and take a break. Good job. Let the balls go. You're going to stay on the floor. This next exercise is called the Flutter Kick. So we're going to go down to the floor, lay on your stomach, and we'll get started here. On your stomach, I need your legs completely straight, and you're going to bend your hand and rest your head in your hands. Here we go. Ready? And begin. So you keep your leg completely locked, lift it up as high as you can, one at a time, and then go right to the other side. Back and forth. Now this is not a contest here to see how high you can get your heel. I want you just to focus on your glute. This is the #1 portion of this exercise that we're working on, is that glute. So keep your knee completely locked and get that heel up. The second you feel your glute contract, you can go ahead and drop and go to the other side. But don't worry about getting real high. If you come up too high on this one, you're going to feel your low back. So once again, as with everything else, you've got to focus on that core muscle structure and keep your stomach tight. 3 seconds. Excellent. Take a break. Get your legs relaxed a little bit. We're almost there. We got one more set and one more exercise, and we're finished. So push through it. Here we go. Last set. Ready, set, and go. So keep your stomach nice and tight. Your legs got to be locked on here. Don't bend at the knee. So really focus on keeping that knee locked. And it'll actually accentuate the movement if you point your toe while you're doing this. One foot should be on the ground while the other foot's up. You don't need both of them up. And take your time. There's no speed involved with this exercise. We're halfway, a little over halfway. We've got 12 seconds left. Excellent. Big, deep breaths. Keep your breathing going. Here we go. 7 seconds. Focus on your glutes. You should really be feeling your glutes right now. They should be starting to talk to you. There it is. Take a little break. We're going to take a little extended break here. So walk around a little bit. I want you to stretch your legs out, loosen them up a little bit. We've saved the best for last, the isometric squat. So big, deep breaths. Shake those legs out a little bit. Okay, here we go. 5 more seconds. We'll get in position. Your feet are going to be shoulder width apart on this exercise. And you're going to come down and hold wherever you're comfortable with your hands behind your head. Here we go. Ready? And begin. Squat, put all that weight on your heels, just like all the other leg exercises, but this one's isometric, so I need you to hold. The stomach's got to be nice and tight, and don't worry about getting 90 degrees right off the bat. Just get down and hold. Stay focused on what's going on, and you're holding, but you're not holding your breath. Keep your stomach tight, and keep your breathing going. Okay, you've got 15 seconds. Excellent. Big, deep breaths, just zone it out. Mental focus here, mental focus. Block out the pain in your thighs right now. Here we go, all on the heels. We've only got 5 seconds left. Way to go, guys. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Excellent. Come on up, walk it off a little bit. We got 1 more set and you're finished. Stay with it, stay focused. Don't give up on me. Okay, here we go. Big, deep breaths. Keep that weight on your heels now. Ready? And begin. Now keep in mind, you don't have to get parallel. Just stay on your heels. Excellent. Excellent. Last exercise here. Finish it off. Zone everything out. Stay focused on the task at hand here. Big, deep breaths. Keep that weight on the heels. I know you're starting to feel it. Your thighs are thanking you for it right now. Stay with it. Okay, we've got 10 seconds, guys. Stay with it. You've got it. Don't give up on me. 7 seconds. Focus, focus, focus. Keep that back nice and straight. And stop. Excellent. Thank you for joining us for the leg and glute workout. We look forward to seeing you for more.
We hope that you enjoyed your workout. For more information about Dale Benedict and the Snow Angel Fitness Series, visit snowangelfitness.com. And for more information about Coach Troy Jacobson's complete library of fitness and training DVDs, camps, and coaching services, visit coachtroy.com or call 1-888-288-0503.